Pranavitali, can you chant after me? Yasya sarve samarambhaah
Yasya sarve samarambha
kama sankalpa varjitaah
kama sankalpa varjitaah
jnanagni dagdha karmanam
jnanagni tagda karmanam
tamahu panditam budhaah.
tamahu panditam budhaah.
Who is the Pandita? Who is called the ultimate wise? Pandita is the one who is not just following actions, but also is in complete awareness of what that action means. Not having just the knowledge, but also he uses that knowledge in day-to-day life. That is a Pandita, right? One who is an authority to share that knowledge as well is a Pandita. Who is Pandita? One, see how Pandita act in this world. Yasya sarve samarambhaah. Samarambhaah means whatever has started already, which means all the activities that are being performed. Anartham. See, beauty of Sanskrit. Karyam, karma, samarambha. They are all same, but they can be of different statuses, right? Activities to be performed, activities that are already performed, activities being performed. How do you differentiate that? Beauty of Sanskrit. It says samarambha, which means something that has already started, which means the actions that are in progress right now. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjita. Kama, desire. Sankalpa, planning, right? So varjitaha means devoid of. So the actions that are in progress, that are not a result of a desire, that you don't even know if they are part of a desire, there is no want behind it. There is no want behind it. Nakidi kavali kabatti neni panches. That itself is not there. For all the activities that are in progress, this Pandita has started it just like that because he is supposed to start. Because the activity has to start, the activity has started. What is going to happen, why it has to be started, doesn't matter. It must be started, I started. I have to serve, I serve. I have to cook, I cook. I have to teach, I teach. I have to learn, I learn. There is nothing as a reason why you are doing it. There is no kamaha. Similarly, no sankalpa. There is no utmost planning. Oh, I would like to have it in this way. I mean, this is kind of a conflict. In these days, we say we have to be planned. We have to apply a strategy. We need to decide everything. Perfect. You can do that all before. But when the activity starts, we all have to work with an intent that this activity has to be done by me. Bhagwan has chosen me for this activity. I will jump onto it. I'll give my 100%. I don't care how much time I invested in planning. I don't care how much wants I had from this past, like who wants to be benefited from this act. I don't care about that. This has started. I'm going to give my 100%. I will not worry about why I started this. This is the attitude the Pandita will have. The other thing is Jnana Agni Dagdha Karmanam. Jnana, knowledge. Agni is fire of knowledge. A poetic way of telling that when you are situated in this true knowledge of performing an activity for pleasing Bhagwan, not anybody else. Just because he has allocated you some actions today, you're going to do that. Now, with that knowledge, when you perform an activity, this activity gets dissolved in a fire of this knowledge. The knowledge that you have with which you are performing this activity, it will dissolve that activity. What do you mean by dissolving that activity? If you go in the previous shloka, we said, right? Akarmanaha karmayaha, which means we want to see inaction in every action. You perform the activity and you say, Are, nen chese na. I didn't realize that the activity is over. Acha? I didn't realize. This feeling when it comes to your thoughts, right? ఎన్ని గంటలు చేసావు? I don't know. I just kept working. It just came to an end. People said enough, so we stopped. How much time you? I don't know. I don't remember. When we can say that, that means we are doing it right. Some time back we were asking, I think there was some question in the classroom, in one of the classrooms, where we were asked, so how many verses did we read? Somebody said 23, and we are just about to start 24. He said, then we have not read at all. Because the way it has to be read is you should not know how many verses have been read. Because you are so much into it that you don't care about the line, the number of lines, the quantification of it. So such should be the awareness. Okay. So such people who act without registering an activity, but they still act. So there are two ways. I can sit idle, lazily, and not perform action. And think, oh, అందులో రాశారు కదా భగవద్గీతలో akarma is the ultimate thing. So I will just stay, I'll not work, and that's akarma. No, the past desires are there, the bucket of desires are there. Just because we had the bucket of desires, Brahma, with lot of compassion, under the authority of Lord Vishnu, is providing an opportunity for us to fulfill that desire. Do this activity and fulfill the desire. Right? He's giving us the platform. Now I cannot just go away and say I don't need this platform because I have to follow akarma. But this will keep coming in. Today I may say that, tomorrow I'll say, oh my God, I should have worked because I still want to do it. I don't know. Should I follow Bhagavad Gita or should I just go do it? I would say, go do it. Whenever you want to do something, just do it. But do it in a way where we are not registering that activity. And there is a bigger, how we don't register it is when we don't do that for our sake. We do it for the benefit of others. That's when also we don't register it, which will come in the next one. So such people are those who do not have a desire-oriented action or a well-planned action continuing throughout, is the one who is called Panditaha. And do we want to be Panditaha? Yes or no? We will see, right? Not everyone is called Pandita. Only few select can be called Pandita. It is that risky and that difficult. So let's go to 20 and see. Mayukhatali, repeat after me, Nana. Tyaktva karma phala sangam. Mayukhatali, you there?
Yes, uncle.
Chupnana. Tyaktva karma phala sangam.
Tyaktva karma phala sangam.
Nitya trupto nirashrayah karmanyabhi pravrittopi naiva kinchit karoti saha. Unregister your activities anukunnam kada. Elaga unregister, ela cheyali? How to unregister an activity? I am performing an action, but I don't want to register it. How is it possible? School ku veltanu కానీ నా పేరు రిజిస్టర్ లో ఉండకూడదు. ఎలాగా? సీక్రెట్ భగవంతుడు చెప్తున్నాడు ఇందులో. The last line says నైవ కించిత్ కరోతి సహా. అసలు ఏమి చేసినట్టు ఉండదు. Nothing has been performed అన్నట్టు ఉంటుంది. When tyaktva karma phala sangam. Karma phala sangam is the attachment to the results of the action. Tyaktva ante don't own it. Share it out. రిజల్ట్ వచ్చింది, బాగా చదివాను, అందరూ మెచ్చుకుంటున్నారు. ఏం చేయాలి నేను? అవునండి, నిజమేనండి, నేను 40 hours వీక్లీ 40 hours ఓన్లీ ఈ టాపిక్ మీద చదివానండి, అందుకే నేను అంత బాగా రాయగలిగాను. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ వే ఆఫ్ టెలింగ్. ది అదర్ వే ఆఫ్ టెలింగ్ ఇస్ I have been blessed to have parents and teachers and friends who have helped me through this journey. నాకు నిద్ర వస్తున్నప్పుడల్లా టీ ఇచ్చి పాలిచ్చి లేపి కూర్చున్నాను కాసేపు చదువుకో అని చెప్పి మా పేరెంట్స్. అలాగే నాకేమైనా డౌట్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు వెంటనే క్లారిఫై చేసే మా ఫ్రెండ్స్, టీచర్స్ వీళ్ళందరూ పక్కన ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి I was able to perform this అండి. సో థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు దెమ్. వాళ్ళు లేకపోయి ఉంటే ఈ రోజు ఇది జరుగుండేది కాదేమో. This is other way of thinking. Now, in the first one, you are owning the result. In the second case, you are sharing it out. In fact, you are not even keeping a sharing ante enti మన దగ్గర ఉంచుకుంటూ అందరికి పంచడం అలా కూడా కాదు. It is giving it to them, donating it to them, someone else, right? Don't keep it. So అలాగా కర్మ ఫల సంగ త్యక్త్వా, give it away. Such people నిత్య తృప్తః, ఏమొచ్చినా హ్యాపీయే. వాడు కష్టపడి చదివాడు, 80% వచ్చింది, హ్యాపీ. కష్టపడి చదివాడు, చదవకుండా నాకు ఎంత వచ్చినా హ్యాపీగా ఉండమన్నారు కదా దేవుడు. నిత్య తృప్తి అన్నారు కదా. సో నిత్య తృప్త అంటే ఏంటి? ఎప్పుడు సాటిస్ఫైడ్ అయి ఉండాలి. నాకు మంచి మార్కులు రాలేదు, ఐఎమ్ సాటిస్ఫైడ్. ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయాను, సాటిస్ఫైడ్. అట్లా కాదు. You put 100% of your activity, do all your actions, but the result, whatever it comes, leave it. Say satisfied in the result of your actions there, because not only your effort which is going to be deciding. ఆ పేపర్ కరెక్ట్ చేసేవాడు మూడు బాగాలేదు, నాలంటాడు ఎవడో వస్తాడు కోపిష్టి, ఏం చేస్తాడు, చూస్తాడు పేపర్ చూస్తాడు, ఇంట్లో ఏదో గొడవలు ఏవో ఉంటాయి. ఇవన్నీ తలకని ఏంటి పేపర్ ఏమిటి ఇలా ఉందండి, తీసి పడేయండి, పక్కన పడేసి. నాట్ యువర్ ప్రాబ్లం. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ యువర్ ప్రాబ్లం. వై ఆర్ యు వరీడ్? నువ్వు చేసింది నీకు తెలుసు, నువ్వు ఎంత బాగా చదువుకున్నావు తెలుసు. ఇప్పటికిప్పుడు ఎవరైనా నేను అడిగితే యూ కెన్ ఆన్సర్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్, ఆల్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్. ఇంకో 10 మందికి నువ్వు నేర్పించగలవు, అంత కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఉంది నీకు ఆ సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద. మార్కులు రాలేదు, దానికి కారణాలు ఏమైనా అవ్వచ్చు. మాకు చిన్నప్పుడు we used to take additional sheets. ఇప్పుడు మీరంటే అన్ని పేజెస్ రాయట్లేదు, అంతా ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి. In our childhood we used to write it on the paper, all the answers. I think in India back in, even it's still in progress. So when you tie them, it is very important how you tie it, because if the tying is loose, then what may happen is when these bunch of papers go multiple places, it goes Chennai ko ekkadko velli akkada correct avutadi. So when they travel across multiple cities, there is possibility that the tying, it may get untied, and few additional sheets that you wrote may miss. So exam దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మీరు 10 sheets రాసినట్టు ఉంటుంది, కానీ ఆయన దగ్గర 2 sheets వస్తాయి. So you will get marks equivalent to those 2 sheets. Where what about the rest of the 8 sheets? Gone. Those marks will not be given to you, right? అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? Your effort is there, you have done beautiful job, but you still did not get the results. అది మన చేతుల్లో లేదు, అది భగవంతుడు చెప్తాడు. సో నిత్య తృప్తి అంటే వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ గాట్, బీ సాటిస్ఫైడ్ ఇన్ వాట్ యూ గాట్. ఇంకొంచెం వచ్చుంటే బాగుండేదేమో. నేను కష్టపడి పనిచేశాను, అందరికీ శాలరీస్, జీతాలు అన్ని ఇస్తున్నారు, ప్రమోషన్స్, బోనస్లు అన్ని ఇచ్చాయి. నాకెందుకో కొంచెం బోనస్ తక్కువ వచ్చింది అనిపిస్తుంది. ఇంకో $1,000, ఇంకో $500 ఎక్స్ట్రా వచ్చే బాగుండేదేమో. ఆ తృప్తి లేకపోవడం. నిత్య తృప్త అంటే సాటిస్ఫై వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ గాట్, రైట్? నిరాశ్రయ. ఆశ్రయ మీన్స్ డిపెండెంట్, నిరాశ్రయ నాన్ డిపెండెంట్. ఇది ఉంటేనే పనిచేస్తా. I have to have a AC and nice ergonomic chair where I can sit comfortably, a nice desk, a few good lights, and then I can perform. I'll show you what I am. Chala tappadi. Nirashraya. When performing an activity, it is just purely whatever I can with the available resources, I will jump into that and I will perform it to the best possible extent. I don't care who is coming up, who is helping, who is not helping, what I'm dependent on, will I get that or not? If it has to be given, it will come my way. I agree. I strongly believe that. So I don't have to wait for some. Our time ki, our dependency meet aithe nenu baga cheyagalugutanu. Meet avalakapothe cheyalenu. But whatever is it, I will do my best. Ee attitude unte ganaka, this is called nirashraya. So see how beautiful. Karma phala sangam, karma phala asanga. So you have to tyaktva. That means you have to give it away, that phala sanga, the attachment to the result. Nitya trupta, always satisfied. Nirashraya, non-dependent. Right? Such karmanya abhi pravruttaha api naiva kimchit karoti saha. Activities performed with this intent of mind and intellect will unregister the activity. ఈ మైండ్ సెట్ తో మనం పనిచేసినప్పుడు మాత్రమే, ఓన్లీ ఇన్ దట్ కేస్ ద కర్మ గెట్స్ అన్రిజిస్టర్డ్. ఎప్పుడైతే అది అన్రిజిస్టర్ అయిపోతుందో, రిజిస్టర్ ఓపెన్ చేసి చూస్తే నువ్వు ఈ పని చేసేవా, చేసే ఉంటానండి, దాని గురించి ఎందుకు ఇప్పుడు, ఐఎమ్ ఓన్లీ కన్సర్న్డ్ అబౌట్ వాట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి మై నెక్స్ట్ యాక్షన్, ఐ వాంట్ టు డూ ఇట్, అంతే. అప్పుడు ఏదో చేశాను, అప్పుడు ఏదో అది చేశాను, ఇన్ని చేశాను, అన్ని చేశాను, ఇవన్నీ ఎందుకు. దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ యాటిట్యూడ్ విల్ స్టార్ట్ గ్రోయింగ్ ఇన్ యువర్ మైండ్. ఓకే, ఆల్ రైట్, మూవింగ్ ఆన్ టు 21. ప్రణవి తల్లి, let's do 21 nana. See, ఇది నాలెడ్జ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు మనం పర్ఫామ్ చేసే యాక్టివిటీ, ద వే వి పర్ఫామ్ విల్ డిసైడ్ వెదర్ ది యాక్టివిటీ ఇస్ రిజిస్టర్డ్ ఇన్ అస్ ఆర్ నాట్. ఆ రిజిస్ట్రీలో నుంచి దాన్ని వైప్అవుట్ చేయడమే మన గోల్, అలా ఉండాలి. సో దట్స్ వై భగవాన్ is focusing on that akarma a little, without which we will not be closer to where the soul wants to go. So let's do 21. Nirashir yata chittatma.
Nirashir yata chittatma.
Tyakta sarva parigraha.
Yakta sarva parigraha.
Shariram kevalam karma.
Shariram kevalam karma.
Kurvannapnoti kilbisham.
Kurvannapnoti kilbisham.
ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే, this is how we can kill our ego. So Bhagavan is continuing with that mood, whatever he said, how to unregister, right? There are 3 things. Number 1 is karma phala sanga tyaktva. The second one was, what was the second one? Nitya truptaha. Third one, nirashihi. Nirashrayaha, right? So there is no ashraya, there is no dependency. In that mode person works. Now here Bhagavan says nirashihi. Nirashir, asha ante enti? Asha ante enti? Expectation. Nirasha ante, nirashir ante entante the one without expectations. Yata chitta atma. So believe that this soul doesn't have any expectation. See, not this body. Bhagavan is not saying this body here. Yata chitta atma. Nirashir yata chitta atma. Atma, the jivatma, we know that jivatma carries along with it something as a repository of experiences, which we call it as chitta. అంటే ఈ పని చేస్తే నాకు ఎలాంటి ఫీలింగ్ కలిగింది, ఈ పని చేసినప్పుడు నాకు ఎలాంటి ఫీలింగ్ కలిగింది, బాధపడ్డానా, సంతోషపడ్డానా, ఎంత సంతోషపడ్డాను, ఆల్ దోస్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్, collection of those experiences, chitta, is an inherent part of atma. As long as jivatma is there, the chitta will be available. Now all we have to do is, we have to do shuddhi of this chitta. We have to clean it. How to clean it? Clean it ante enti? Remove all the experiences from it. Make it zero. Make it blank. A white blank slate is what is needed. If you understand the chitta as a blackboard or a whiteboard, all we have to do is, we have to wipe everything that is there on that board. All the experiences. That is Atma having a chitta. Now Bhagavan says, Nirashir yata chittatma. He's saying the soul having that repository should not function in this world with an expectation. He's not saying body, because it is quite impossible for body not to have an expectation. So what does that mean? When I'm performing, I should be aware that it is my soul which is now dealing into this action. Though it is not doing, who is doing? Shariram kevalam karma. The action is being performed by this body, not me. Because what am I? I am that jivatma having the chitta, having no expectations, That's how the Jivatma is initially, until and unless it gets deluded. Because it's of all these wrappings that it comes with, it thinks, oh my God, I am not Lord Sri Krishna, I am Pavan. The moment it thinks like that, when it connects to the body so strongly that it forgets its own identity, that it is that bliss of Lord Sri Krishna, a tiniest part of that bliss, which is wrapped up in this material energy called Pavan. When it forgets that, then comes all the problems. Then the soul thinks it is doing all the activities. No, it is the soul who is supporting that activity, but the activity is done by this Sharira, something that is changing. Sharira means something that changes, right? The body. So the body is performing this action. However, the soul carries the experiences. That's why the soul should always think that it is not me who is doing. It is this body who is doing this action, not me. Why not me? Because I don't have any expectations. The body has. The body has, the mind in that body has, the intellectual capacity that has been provided to this body has got something to do with this action, but not me. I am completely unattached to the action as well as the result of the action. This is how, with that intent, understanding that we are seated in the Atma and then performing these activities using this body as a tool is what is needed. Such people who act accordingly. Ala cheste entandi, upyogam entandi. Ala chestanu, sare na body perform chestam. This body is a beautiful tool. I will keep it healthy. I will keep it clean always. I will keep it tidy. I will keep it ready for the action. And I will make this body do all the actions. And I will think that it is the body that is performing these actions and has nothing to do with the Atma, which is what me is. The one that is speaking, the one that is thinking is the body, not me. And my Atma is all pure. My Chitta is not registering any of this because it doesn't have any expectations. In Nila Ankuntan Sari, Danol Upyogam Entandi. Danol Upyogam Enti ante. Kurvan, after performing, na apnoti, it will not gain kilbisham, sin, the agitations of the mind. చాలా ఫ్రీగా ఉంటారు అలాంటి వాళ్ళు లైఫ్ లో చాలా ఫ్రీగా ఉంటారు, చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళు ఏ పని చేస్తున్నా హ్యాపీగానే ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ లో ఎన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వచ్చినా హ్యాపీగానే ఉంటారు. ఎందుకలా? హౌ దే ఆర్ సో హ్యాపీ అనేది మనకు అర్థం అవుతుంది. కొంతమంది ఉంటారు మన చుట్టూ మనం చూస్తుంటాం, దే ఆర్ సెయింట్స్. వాళ్ళు ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ లైఫ్ లో ఏ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా దే ఆర్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ. దే ఫీల్ ద బ్లిస్ ఆల్ ద టైమ్. పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది, పక్కనే మంచి అట్మాస్ఫియర్ ఉంది, దే విల్ జస్ట్ లుక్ అట్ ఇట్ అండ్ దే విల్ ఫర్గెట్ అబౌట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. They don't even care what has happened in their life. Biggest of the problems, they just give a small smile and they wipe it off. Etla? How is it possible? It is possible because they feel that the body is taking the heat. Because the body has to perform in this world, it is taking the heat. A negativity anta kuda body ki nakem ledu. Because nenevaru, I am the Chittatma. I am the Atma with the Chitta. అక్కడ భగవంతుడు కృష్ణుడు ఇక్కడ ఆత్మ అంటే సరిపోయేది కదా, మళ్ళీ చిత్త అని ఎందుకన్నారు? ఇక్కడ చిత్తాత్మ అని ఎందుకన్నారు అంటే మనకి చెప్పడం అన్నమాట. ఏంటి? దేర్ ఈజ్ అ చిత్త, దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ రెపాజిటరీ. అందులో ఇంకా నింపద్దు, ఆల్రెడీ చాలా గార్బేజ్ ఉంది, ఇంకా నింపాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. అది నింపకూడదు అంటే ఏంటి? ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్స్ ఉండకూడదు పని చేసేటప్పుడు, లేకపోతే ఆటోమేటిక్ గా వైప్ అవుట్ అయిపోతుంది. సో అలా పర్ఫామ్ చేయాలి ఒక యాక్టివిటీ పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు మనం. దెన్ సచ్ ఎ పర్సన్ విల్ ఆల్వేస్ బి cheerful, ever happy. All right, let's stop here and then we will continue from 22, 23, 24 in the next session. Let's do the closing prayers. Oh, सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavit. Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. When we were studying about different activities, we saw something about vikarma, right? The one that is not to be done. Any good activity that leaves kilbisham, that leaves sin in us, is vikarma. That is another definition of vikarma. I'll give you some examples in the next class. I'll check our own understanding. We'll go through some examples and see which one comes in what category. Okay. Until then, have a good rest of the week. We'll catch up again next week. Jai Shri Krishna.
Bye, Uncle. Jai Shri Krishna.
Bye, Uncle. Jai Shri
Bye, Devi.
Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.